David Barron Corona, most known by his famous nickname of Popeye in the streets of San Diego and later in the streets of Tijuana. He is a notorious gang member from both Logan Heights from San Diego and a made member of the Mexican Mafia, meaning that he most likely did hits for the Mexican Mafia. Later on in his criminal career, he moved to Tijuana and became a notorious hitman for the Arellano Felix brothers, where he even rescued them once from a shootout in a Puerto Vallarta club where they were ambushed by the Sinaloa cartel. So let's get right into his criminal career. David Barron Corona was born in Tijuana, Mexico in 1963. When he was born, he was brought across the border of Tijuana into San Diego, where he grew up and learned English. In San Diego, he grew up in the streets of Southeast San Diego. There, he grew up seeing cholos and gang members and was introduced to that life at a very young age. In those streets, he grew up and joined the gang known as Logan Heights in San Diego. There, he started putting in work for the Logan Heights gang and eventually got locked up in 1979 at just the age of 16 because he killed a man for sitting on his car. The man was probably leaning on his car's hood, nothing disrespectful if we're being honest, or something that could have been solved with just words. However, El Popeye decided to kill that man. After the killing, he was sent on a vacation to prison. There, he gained fame and became a high-ranking member of Logan Heights because he had the fame that he would kill people. He would be sent to prison. In prison, he would quickly see how the gangs and street life didn't matter inside there. Because in the prison system of California and a lot of other prisons throughout the United States, when you go to prison, you no longer are a gang member. You are now a number for a race war inside of a prison. There, he saw how the Mexican Mafia was the one truly in charge, and he did a couple of moves that got him in the eye of the Mexican Mafia, and was eventually an inductee for them, and later became a made member for the Mexican Mafia. In his first prison sentence, he was sentenced from 1979 to 1985. He was released after 6 years of prison after killing a man. He was later arrested on a gun charge and served another sentence until 1989. In that second prison sentence that he served, his life changed forever, because in that prison, he met a man who was the brother of a man named Arturo Everardo Pais Martinez, also known as El Kitty. El Kitty is a member, or was a member, of the Tijuana Cartel. The brother of El Kitty saw how David Corona El Popeye was a strong, brave man who was fearless, and seen how he put work inside prison, so he could only imagine him outside of prison. So that person started to put in a word on El Popeye in the Cartel of Tijuana. El Popeye got his cartel connection, and when he was released in 1989, he quickly left San Diego for Tijuana, where he joined the Cartel of Tijuana of the Felix Arellano family. He joined the cartel as a bodyguard and a personal hitman for the Arellano Felix brothers. This connection was a mutual benefit for the both of them, because the Arellano Felix brothers helped El Popeye by providing drugs for his gang in Logan Heights in the United States. In the cartel, he rose in the rankings. He became a top chief enforcer and a top hitman for them, and even became a very trusted man for the Arellano Felix. He helped the Arellano Felix a lot by enforcing his power and aggressiveness for them. He even helped them escape once from a shootout on 1992 at a Puerto Vallarta nightclub. If you have seen Narcos Mexico, you have seen that scene. He also helped the cartel enormously by providing enforcers for them from his very own gang, Logan Heights. However, El Popeye, like a lot of criminals, had a tragic ending. He died in November 27, 1997, after he was sent to do a hit on Jesus Blancornelas, a journalist of Tijuana who exposed him in his role on the Tijuana cartel. During the close quarters of the ambush on the journalist, he was shot by one of his own henchmen an accident. He was shot on the eye and directly died on the spot. He was left on a street of Tijuana deceased.